A century compressed in 8 years. Yavuz Sultan Selim. Dear listeners and viewers, in the illustrious 6th century history of the Ottoman Empire, many sultans took the throne, won great victories, and led the world. But among them, there is one who stands alone, a ruler who reigned for only 8 short years, but packed a century's worth of achievements in that brief span. We are talking about the 9th Sultan of the Ottoman Empire and the first Ottoman Caliph, Selim I, famously known as Yavuz Sultan Selim. He inherited an empire of 2.3 million square kilometers from his father, and in just 8 years expanded it to over 6.5 million, nearly tripling the empire's size. Today, we will explore the life of this great monarch who reshaped the Ottoman state not just with the sharpness of his sword, but with a strategic genius and an unshakable will. The hard road to the throne and the title Yavuz. Selim's story begins during his years as a governor in Trabzon. During his quarter century there, he observed the eastern borders meticulously. He foresaw the rising Safavid threat and Shah Ismail's ambitions in Anatolia long before anyone else. Selim did not remain silent while the state faced stagnation. His struggle for the throne against his brothers was more than a power grab. In his eyes, it was a battle for the survival of the state. With the support of the military, he became the first and only Ottoman prince in Ottoman history to depose his father. His decisiveness and stern nature earned him the title Yavuz, meaning the Grim or the Resolute. Chaldiran, the victory of steel and strategy, 1514. Yavuz's first great test was the Persian campaign against Shah Ismail. The journey from Anatolia to Tabriz was a logistical nightmare. The Janissaries, exhausted by the harsh conditions, began to mutiny. In that critical moment, Yavuz's leadership shone. He rode his horse into the crowd, drew his sword, and delivered his famous ultimatum. If there are any among you who wish to return to the side of their wives, let them go. I shall face the enemy alone if I must. These words instantly crushed the rebellion. On August 23, 1514, at the Battle of Chaldiran, Ottoman gunpowder technology combined with Yavuz's flawless tactics led to a crushing victory. Conquering the south, Marj Dabik and Rydania, 1516 to 1517. After securing the east, Yavuz turned his gaze towards the Mamluk Empire. In 1517, to reach Egypt, he had to cross the uncrossable Sinai Desert. Even with modern gear, this desert is a challenge today. Yavuz and his army crossed it in just 13 days. Tradition says that at one point, Yavuz dismounted and walked. When his confused generals asked why, he replied, "Do you not see? The Prophet Muhammad is walking before us. How can I remain mounted while he is on foot?" With the victory at Rydania, the Mamluk state was erased from history and Cairo was conquered. Caliphate and a treasury overflowing. The conquest of Egypt brought monumental religious and political changes. The administration of the holy cities, Mecca and Medina, passed to the Ottomans. Yavuz refused the title ruler of the holy cities, choosing instead to be called the servant of the holy cities. The caliphate was transferred to the Ottoman dynasty, and the sacred relics of Prophet Muhammad were brought to Istanbul. Economically, Yavuz filled the state treasury to its brim. He sealed the treasury with his own signet and left a challenge. "Whoever among my descendants can fill this treasury more than I have, let them seal it with their own signet. Otherwise, let it remain sealed with mine." To the very end of the empire, the treasury was always opened and closed with Yavuz's seal, for no sultan ever surpassed his wealth. The soul of a poet, the mind of a scholar. Despite his terrifying reputation on the battlefield, Yavuz was a man of deep humility in the presence of art and science. He was a master poet, writing beautifully in Persian and Turkish. He held scholars in the highest regard. Once, when mud from a scholar's horse splashed on his royal robe, the scholar froze in fear. Yavuz smiled and said, "The mud from a scholar's horse is an honor to us. I decree that when I die, this muddy robe be placed over my coffin." The farewell, a legacy left to a magnificent successor. After securing the east and south, Yavuz turned towards the west, but destiny had other plans. A fatal skin infection known as the lion's paw took his life on September 22, 1520, at the age of 50. He left behind a vast empire, a full treasury, and a stable state. His son, Suleiman the Magnificent, was able to build his legendary 46-year reign only because of the perfect foundation his father, Yavuz Sultan Selim, had laid. He was the man who fit a century in 8 years. May his soul rest in peace.